can hear you now.
Hi, welcome.
What's happening?
It is so good to have you tonight. How you feeling all quarantined?
I'm good, man. I had my whole class ready to jump go on a field trip. I got off my live to come to yours, and we waiting
I didn't
outside
see you. I'm so sorry. I did not see.
we waiting outside, and the door was locked.
What? Oh, nah, doors never locked this way, honey. Never locked. I just didn't see you, baby, but I got you. We here live and in color right now.
What's the deal?
Oh man, I'm feeling blessed, even in this quarantine situation. And tonight I really wanted to talk to you about a couple of things. As you know, I do glasses after dark, but tonight is perspectives after dark. Because one thing
Well,
I know about
you
you.
see, I got my after dark shit going on.
Hey, go ahead with your after dark. Hey.
I got
You
my
got your
after dark.
ambiance.
I got my after dark lighting going on.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Yes, come on. And you know what?
Yeah,
I want us to get.
And I said, what's happening?
Okay, so many of everyone already knows who you are, but we're just going to give them a little bit of, a little bit of a background as to who you are, and then we're going to hit them with the perspectives after dark. Because one thing I do love about you and I admire about you is that you're not afraid to speak your mind. Okay?
Oh no,
You're
it's
not
my mind.
you're real and
Right,
you're transparent and
for
you get
sure.
straight to the point. And
No
that is
question.
something that is definitely needed in today's age. So for you to be able to provide that label of that OG, of that experience, it is something that I find as admirable. So, and I appreciate you joining me tonight. Okay, so let's get down with it.
All right, well, let's get down. What's happening?
All right. Well, first I know a couple of things. First, you were raised in Georgia, right? And a little bit of Philly.
Oh, you done did your homework on the kid.
Well, gotta come with the facts,
So you done did your homework. Okay. You done did your
So,
homework.
so how was it growing up in Atlanta? Because I lived in Atlanta for a little while, but when it comes to men being in Atlanta, I think the experience is a little bit different. So, how was your experience in Atlanta?
Well, see, I wasn't in Atlanta. I was in the
He
country.
said I was in Macon. I was in
Below
College
Macon.
Park.
No, I was below Macon.
You was below Macon. Somebody didn't call me a detective.
I was below Macon. If you leave Atlanta and go south,
Okay.
when you get to Macon, where I'm from is 60 more miles past Macon, going south. I'm from a little place called Cordell, Georgia.
Cordell. Okay. I've
Yeah,
never heard of that.
yeah. Well, it's super small. It's like I said, it's about an hour south of Macon, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's where my mother and my dad family is there, and that's where I was born. I was born in the projects in my
Right.
mother's
6 children.
in my mother's bedroom, where
Now, wait a minute.
my mother had me at home.
Really? And you're the oldest of six, right?
Damn, yeah. Wait a minute. How you? Yeah, I'm the oldest. Well, you've been
Three
doing
and
your
three.
homework.
3 and 3. 3 and 3. You have three brothers. You got three sisters, and you have two other brothers. So yeah, I got you.
All right, you on point. That's right. My mother got 6 kids. All right.
Yes. Kudos to mom, because I have one, and she's two. And you couldn't pay me Floyd Mayweather money to do that again, okay?
Oh
Because
wow.
listen, that transition, oh no, it ain't enough money in the world. Jesus will have to come down himself and say, have another one, because I'm not doing it.
Oh
Oh
my
no.
goodness.
So kudos to mom.
Your protection game must be on tilt.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's non-existent. We just say no.
That's the safest way, baby.
We just say no. Yes. Somebody said pain is hot. Yes, it is. No, pain is hot as in good hot, or you're going to have to explain that to me, DJ Randy Savage or whoever that is. So So you were in Georgia, and then how old were you when you left Georgia to go to Philly?
Well, I was born in Georgia, like I said. The first
Mm-hmm.
time we went to Philly, I was 14 months. I was 14 months old, and then we was in Philly until I was in the third grade. We went back to Cordell, and we was there until
Okay.
I was in the seventh grade. Then we went back to Philly, and then I was in Philly from seventh grade forward.
So you south to Midwest, to south to Midwest. So you got a little bit of, the vibes on both sides.
Well,
Because
no,
I'm
well,
Midwest.
Philly is northeast.
Oh,
I lived in the Midwest
learn
too
something new
later
every day.
on in life, though.
Where? Jersey?
I, no, Milwaukee.
Milwaukee? Ain't nobody in Milwaukee.
I was in
Nobody.
Milwaukee. I was in
What's in
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee?
When I was in Milwaukee, I had Milwaukee popping.
Okay. Okay, we're going to get
Yeah,
into Milwaukee because that's a little bit later on. So we're
yeah,
going to
that's
get
later
into
on.
Milwaukee. Okay. Okay, so basically, and I'm not going to spend too much in your childhood, but I just want to let people know where your wisdom stems from. You know, from the thing, because the things that you talk about on your page, everyone knows. I don't want to call. I think calling you a socialite is an understatement. So it's just that you have a lot of experience and a lot of wisdom and a lot of know-how when it comes to these scenarios that we're seeing. Is the music too loud for you?
Nah, it's cool.
Okay. You have a lot of wisdom and insight when it comes to these scenarios. From, political, from the entertainment industry,
Right,
from your celebrity friends and things that they do.
right.
And you have a big transparency of seeing beyond the fluff and speaking to the root. So I just want to give people a little bit of insight of where that comes from, how that was developed, okay?
The
And
Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
No, I was going to ask where the wisdom came from.
Yes.
Um, it came from my mother telling me at 7 years old that I was going to learn everything the hard way because I was hard headed.
Were you?
Extremely. I didn't listen. I did everything that y'all see me. What you see in me is an example of learning everything from experience.
Mm,
Like most of the stuff I talk about, I lived it already.
okay.
Like the way I talk about how we should deal with the police, I've done that. I know how to deal with the police. When I talk about street shit, I did it. When I try to tell people what not to do, it's because I already made those mistakes. When I talk about relationships, I know because I done screwed up enough of them. When I talk about loving somebody more than you love
Hey,
yourself,
Boogie.
turn your music down some. It's getting
Okay.
loud.
Okay. I think T.I. turned it up on his part. He like, okay, we need a little extra volume right there. Go ahead.
Yeah, we tell T.I. this ain't about him right now. It's about me.
You heard it, Tip.
Yeah, tell T.I. Tell Tip he had his turn.
Go ahead. We listening, baby.
Yeah, but I mean, it was I lived it all. I lived it all. So I'm able to talk about it from a genuine, authentic place. Ain't no capping.
Right, right. And so you really kind of started this whole journey with social media back in I think let's see 2014.
All right. Okay.
Okay, and you were in Japan.
Actually, it was 15 because it was New Year's. We went to Japan New Year's Eve.
Okay, well,
So the first video was like a couple days into 2015.
okay, and I think at that time we were doing 15 seconds,
Yep.
and you're like, okay, you know what, you do it out there, and then you saw the responses. I'm just gonna fast forward for people, okay? So you saw the responses. Everyone was loving it. They was rocking with you. You were a little bit surprised, and then next thing you know, Oh shoot, what happened? Come on now. I see. Okay, you with me? All
Say
right.
that again.
I said,
I'm with you.
everybody was rocking with you, and then next thing you
Right.
know, and you didn't have a whole lot of followers. So this is an encouragement to other people who may have something to say. Start where you are, because as people find what you have to say to be profound, it can grow.
Right.
As and you're definitely a testimony of that. And so then after 2016, your boy Meek, and we're gonna get into how you collaborate with celebrities. Your boy Meek made a post, and next thing you know, boom, we on and popping.
Yo, you are so like you don't went somewhere and did your I don't even got to talk. Like you know everything.
Nah, not at all. But I just, I want to let you know that I'm intrigued by you. I love your story. I do. I listen to you. Sometimes I be going ham under your post. I got my little 2 cents to give. But and you drink your water and you mind your business.
All since add up the dollars, baby.
and from that one post, everyone was able to see what others already knew. That how authentic you are, how relatable you are.
Right.
And I think that's, I know you shared once before, that's what celebrities enjoy about you. It's not just about the celebrityism. You didn't wake up like this. You started as an intern. You started interning in Philly with Lady D as your
You,
mentor.
yeah, you did. You did your homework.
I
God
know
damn.
your social security number is no. I'm
Which one?
no, but you did your legwork, and as you
Yeah, I
utilize
did.
your and so as your experience of being intern as an intern, because most people don't want to be an intern no more. I ain't doing nothing for free. If it's not, instant gratification, you got to pay me because I know how to do something. But what people really don't understand is that when you show yourself approved, the doors will be open for you. So just share a little bit of your experience, interning when you
As
were
a
back when you were younger.
as an intern,
Yes.
I mean, I wanted to do it because at the time, like I was in high school, and Lady B was like it, you know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she was on the radio, she was popping, but she was fine as hell too. So I was crushing. I was trying, you know what I mean? I was in high school, but I was, I was trying to see what was happening. So
Okay.
when we had a talent show at my school, and we had a talent show at my school, and she was one of the judges. That's how I ended up meeting her.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And she came, she judged it, and I don't even remember if we won or not.
And you shot your shot.
I just remember her signing my sweatshirt, autographing
Hey,
my
Asia
sweatshirt.
Clothing. Uh-huh.
Huh?
Now, I see Asia Clothing. They didn't put all the emojis on there, so I at least shout them out.
Oh yeah. So she put the she autographed my sweatshirt,
Mm-hmm.
and then I went and I got it airbrushed so it wouldn't come off and all that. And
Okay.
she said, I don't remember if I called the radio station or if she told me that day. I think she told me that day, they told us that day that she was looking for interns. And I ended up calling the station, and I went up there and let her know I was serious.
Mm.
And
She
she
hit
gave
you
me the
up.
internship. Yeah. She gave me the internship, and
It
after
was
that it was,
it was from there.
yeah, I because I was already I was already rapping and all that. But
Okay.
then, that was just the beginning of me being in the realms of entertainment. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The
Okay.
internship.
Well, big shout out to Lady D because it sounds as if that opportunity helped mold the experience that we get to have every day.
Well, that's
You
where it
know?
started.
Yeah.
That's where
Yeah.
that's really where it started. It started right there. It started at Power 99 FM in Philly with Lady B
Yes,
on
yes.
Sundays.
Yeah. And you went from interning to radio promoter to consultant to for different record labels. Like you did your thing. You
Yeah, for
grew.
sure, for sure.
Okay. Love it, love it. Now, Now we're about to get into some of this other stuff. Somebody said I didn't know you was a rapper, OG. I don't think you were a rapper. I
I
think you did a
was.
lot of. Oh, well, that's something I didn't know.
Yeah, I was a rapper. I was started rapping. I started rapping in high school. But then when I was with Lady B, she used to have this. The name of her show was Street Beat. So
Okay.
it was on every Sunday from 12 to 4. So at the end of the show, she would always play an instrumental for her MCs to rap over whatever instrumental she was playing. So
Okay.
it was me. I was Easy E at the time. I
What was
was
your
Easy
name?
Easy E.
Easy E. Okay.
Yeah, I was Easy E. Uh,
Okay.
it was Easy E, Disco C, and
Only
Pistol
went like
E.
hush. Okay.
Um, and Flash D, the Green Eyed MC, but Flash was locked up at the time. So when I was there, Flash wasn't there. So
Mm.
I started rapping there. And
Okay.
then, so over the years, I was still rapping. Like I've been on, I've done shows with Schoolie D. I almost
Mm.
had a record deal with Columbia Records before. And I
You
was,
gonna spit something?
nah, I ain't. I mean, I could, but I'm not.
You throw something, I throw something. What's up?
I've like if I really would have stayed with the music and not was in the street so heavy,
Uh-huh.
I probably would have been like a rapper for real, because I was good at it. So you got to
Let's.
think, like, look at the personality that you see now. Imagine that being a rapper.
Oh, you'd have killed it.
You know what I'm saying?
Battle game? Like battles? Oh, nah.
Yeah, like
You'd have hit
imagine.
folks with
Yeah,
facts.
yeah. See, imagine me, who I am, what you see. Imagine being younger and a rapper. Like
Latoya Harris wants to know, what high school did you go to?
I graduated from William Penn in North Philly.
Okay. So you got that, Latoya, William Penn. Man, I think battles, I don't think nobody would have wanted to battle you, because the thing about you is you're going to hit them with facts. You ain't going to be talking about, oh, your shirt this and you're going to hit
No,
folks
but
with real
but Philly
live
a tough
facts.
city though. I can't say that because Philly the home of real battle rappers, man. So between
Mm.
Philly and New York, like I'd have been good for sure because I used to battle in school.
Mm-hmm.
I used to battle in school, so it would have, I would have came. I would have had my wins and losses for sure.
I need somebody who went to William Penn to let us know if he would have killed it. I need to know. I need a little. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey man,
Well,
listen.
I need to know. I need to know because I got bars, so I need to,
Yeah, yeah. My name, I would in high school. I was known for that.
Okay, somebody said, is there any old battle rap videos out there?
Nah, because it wasn't like what Meek and them was doing and all that. You got to think, I was in high school in the 80s.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
So we battled in the schoolyard, in the lunchroom, in the hallway by the lockers. You know what I mean?
right. For
Shit
sure.
like that. We ain't had DVDs and we wasn't recording it and all of that.
Okay, right, right. That people don't even realize that this wasn't really kind of hit until like the late 90s, early 2000s, so,
You know.
yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm listening. Go ahead.
Yeah, like Facebook, shoot, it was like 2009, 2010, so it's just like really kind of still fresh. Well, not 2009, 10, about 2008-ish, it's still kind of fresh. We was
Right.
rocking with Black Planet, just typing away, so, so
Right.
yeah, I see a lot of people trying to hit you with, the challenge of spitting something, but we're going to see if we can loosen you up later on and probably, hopefully, you'll drop something before you go. I don't know.
No, I'm not doing that.
Okay. So
Those
let me ask you,
days are gone.
they're gone. Okay, so this is what I want to know. I've always been curious because I know sometimes you get hit with hard questions when certain things take place, and I'm I'm going to tread a little lightly, okay? But I know that when a lot of certain things take place, especially when it has to do with people that you're close to, people expect you to give a certain type of response. How
Mm-hmm.
do you handle that pressure when people are saying, you know what? I see your boy Meek in an hour. How you think about that? Or your boy Floyd, how do you handle the responses of or the actions of your peers, your friends, your family?
It's not no pressure. I'm a loyal dude, so it's not hard to be true to who I am. I'm loyal, so like I can't be boxed in with that. I can't be put under pressure with that.
Okay.
And people just gotta understand that. Like a lot of these people in the industry are my friends. You know what I'm saying? In real life. So, if they happen to do something that's unfavorable to most, um, even if it's something that I might not agree with,
Mm-hmm.
the most you might get out of me is, nah, I ain't like that, but y'all not gonna hear me discuss it in detail.
So you still respect the relationship. You
Of
don't
course.
mind voicing your opinion. Say, hey, listen, that's not something I may would have done, but out of respect for your relationship, you're not going to go into details about it.
Because whether it's a celebrity, like you gotta understand something. Like there's just codes that you have with friends and family,
Right.
and
Period.
and
Everybody
everybody
has it.
and everybody has to respect that code individually. And you're like, it's like if me and my friends together and one of my friends is wrong and they get in a fight, we gotta fight. But when we
We got to
done,
fight.
but we
I'm going to
done,
check you.
I gotta check you. Sidebar. Like the fuck is you doing?
Right.
Like you was dead ass wrong, my nigga. Like don't do that. Like you could have. Yeah. So you gotta have that type of dialogue. You gotta have that type of loyalty. You know, or
Exactly.
either or either try to intervene and prevent it if you know your side is wrong.
If you can.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? If you can. But people have to remember, like when they try to get you because I'm so critical of nonsense. So when somebody feel like they done caught one of my people on some nonsense, you can
Mm-hmm.
say whatever you want to say about him. You can call him a
Right.
clown. You can say whatever you want to say.
Mm-hmm.
I can't agree with you. I can't chime in with you.
Right.
Just like if I don't know your friend and your friend do something clownish, I can say it, but you shouldn't. You shouldn't let me.
Right.
You shouldn't allow me to put you in a corner where you're going to say something
Gonna turn.
against your friend to make me feel like, oh yeah, see, he real.
Validated.
You
Mm-hmm.
real. See, he even talk about his own homie. That's not real. That's disloyal.
Yeah. So I don't want to see any more comments about none of that anymore because we all will do it for one of our loyal friends or
You're
whatnot, or family
supposed
members.
to.
It's a
You're
code.
supposed to do that.
It's a code.
Celebrity or not, you're supposed to protect your own.
Thank
Nobody else is
you.
obligated to protect yours, but you are.
Right.
And
Right.
if yours is wrong, you got an obligation to tell them that they're wrong. But you don't
Right.
have to do that in front of people.
You don't have to open
So
rebuke.
people get it twisted when
Exactly.
they say, oh, but you talk about everybody else, they not my friends.
So if we keep it 100, we know especially ladies. We see girls in the club, turned up, twerking, da 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 da. And we with our sophisticated friends. Oh my God, that's so ratchet. That's so this. But then we got that one ghetto friend. We all got that one ghetto friend that when we take them out, they on 1,000. And all you do there is kind of smile with your little frowned up face. You're like, okay, girl, yeah. You try to do a little two-step with her. But that's your girl. You know how she is. You know her heart. You know how she really rocks. And yes, she might be out here doing the most right now, but I'm not going to dog her or shun her because it's embarrassing. I think other people are embarrassed or other people have something to say. You know what I'm saying? So what he's saying
Right.
is absolutely right. He shows his loyalty. Let
Yeah,
him.
nah. I mean, and whoever don't understand that, that's cool. They just need to do they just need to do an undergrad in loyalty. That's all.
Period. Okay. So there's a couple of topics that you have on your page that I want to talk about.
All right.
Do you mind revisiting them?
No,
Some
let's
of them
get it.
are fairly new. I don't want to start too heavy with a lot of the police issues because we do know that's an issue. Okay? I don't want to
Right.
go there first, okay?
Okay.
But there was one in particular that caught my attention.
All right.
So I remember once, I'm nervous. I'm scared what you're gonna say.
Well, whatever it is, you know I'm
Okay.
gonna tell the truth.
Right. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out there. So, Meek just had his new baby. He had his son.
Right.
Okay. And definitely congratulations. Fatherhood, parenthood is wonderful.
Right.
And I know he has a new lady. That I'm not gonna go into all those details. Now, as a man who has had relationships in his past, and you know that people do grow. People grow into maturity. They grow into business. They grow. They
Right.
learn from their mistakes.
Right.
Do you feel with the new experience Meek has, people still bring up Nicki and all this other stuff, but do you feel from your own knowledge that this man is in a different place in his life where he's moving on, he's moving forward, he's into his business, and he's ready for the new?
You mean, do I feel like that about him in a relationship or him as a man?
Both.
I mean, I can't speak to his relationship status and where he's grown in terms of relationships. I don't, the only time Meek and I ever discussed relationship is when him and Nicki first got together. That's the only time we ever discussed him in a relationship,
I was rooting for that.
But I mean, but again, everything ain't to be rooted for. So that's why that's where it's at. But as a man though, absolutely. Like I've been knowing Meek 8, 9 years.
Oh wow.
So
okay. So you've seen those steps. You've seen those steps.
I've seen it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
And he's still growing as a man. But but again, this business, this lifestyle, all of this stuff, it's a sink or swim situation.
Okay.
And if you don't swim, if you don't swim, you're gonna sink. And just like anybody else, he has peaks and valleys. He was swimming, went underwater a couple of times, but came back up. He never drowned. He's been swimming the whole time. So yeah, I watched the evolution. I watched him evolve, and he's still evolving. Like I tell him all the time, I'm proud of him. Like those are conversations that I have with these guys. Like I don't do the gossiping, and we don't talk on the phone about who the baddest chick on Instagram. Like when I call, I'm calling to say, yo, what's happening? Long time, miss you, shit like that. Glad to see you doing your thing. Congratulations on that. I saw that. Good shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's my dialogue.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And you know what? Just from an outsider, because I'm a pedestrian like everybody else that's on land, But from an outside looking in, I just see a man who's he's living his dream. And as we as adults, we have trial and error. And I see that a lot of his experiences in his own journey, that he's moving forward. He's surrounding himself around people who get it, who are pushing him past his comfort zone, and who's providing him with wisdom so that he can grow. And as long
That's
as
what
he
you
has
have to do. That's the only way you're going to grow.
And when people really just take heed to that within itself, you tend not to hold on to so much of the past, Like you said, we all have our little roots and things, for whatever moments that we're seeing. But understand if people do grow past those moments, let them, let them grow.
Everybody grows. Like the difference
Hopefully.
between celebrities and observers of celebrities is the people that are busy observing, they forgetting that they have lives as well.
Yeah.
And a lot of the things that they're critical of other people of, they do those same things. But for some reason, they think because a person is a celebrity, whoever they may be, they forget that they're humans. They're people. They like they eat, sleep, shit, and fart just like everybody else. You know, and they forget. They like people really forget. Like
it's like they have superpowers
people.
or something.
They just got different jobs.
That's it. You know, and we admire them for the steps that they make to, you know, to get to those levels of different jobs. But understand that, you know, they go through the growing pains of life just as well.
Yeah, of course.
There's no, once they get that job, there's no blueprint of here's how to do everything right.
Now, their struggles are just different.
Yeah.
Their struggles are just different.
Right.
They still got
we have rent. They got a $10,000 mortgage. But we still paying the same bills. Okay. So we got the whole meat thing out the way, y'all. Okay. So we got it. It's over. Okay. Let's talk about the baby. Okay. Now, it was something that you said. It was something that you said that was really profound to me. You said, now this man has already proven what he does. He's proven that he doesn't like certain interactions. Why keep approaching him? Why keep coming at someone with the same nonsense when they've already shown you who they are? And I think this is more a lesson to life. You know, in this interview, or I just rather say conversation, I want people to think broader than what they see. You know what I'm saying? I know you give your insight within those 60 seconds, but I want people to understand that, you know, it's not just about this moment, it's about life. You don't want somebody to keep coming at you when you're in your private moments, coming at you like this, that, and the other about whatever. So why make a big scene when someone else is making the same standards or making the same, you know, or they may react in a way that you may not approve of because it's not you. But if it were you, you may do something even worse. So I just want people to understand. I get what you were saying on that. Don't start nothing, it won't be nothing. It's pretty simple.
I mean, yeah, because at the end, celebrities do be based on your career and what you do. You sign up for certain things, right? But you are allowed to have moments where you don't want to sign an autograph. You are allowed to have a moment where today you done got into an argument with your significant other or your manager or your DJ or your producer, and you're in a bad mood, but you still got to come outside and go to Target. You still got to come outside and go shopping today. But you're allowed to be outside in a bad mood. You're allowed to be outside and not feel like being bothered.
Yes.
And people have to remember that. You know what I'm saying?
For those who work at Chrysler, Ford, on the line, you a barber, you a hairstylist, you customer service. Hi, thank you for calling, whatever. You have bad days too. And you come in, you might not want to come in. Good morning, everybody. You may come in. I don't want nobody talking to me to lunch.
But I understand the fan or supporter aspect, because for them,
it's once in a lifetime.
It's a once in a lifetime situation for them. Like, this is my moment. Like, goddamn, that's Shabazz. I mean, Shabazz is right there. Like, I can touch him.
Right.
Shabazz right there. Like, OG. You know, here I am. I just finished cursing somebody out on one of my 3 phones. And what's happening, homie? Yo, OG, can I come get... I'm a little different, though. I'm going to probably just, you know...
Come on, guys. Let's get it out of the way.
Because I'm such a thinker, and I think on all facets, that I'm just gonna say, "Come on, let's do it." And then if it starts a firestorm, then I I just do what Jay-Z, I saw Jay-Z do before, and it reminded me of myself. It was like, look, okay, all of y'all, this is what we gonna do, because I don't got a lot of time. Everybody gonna take one picture. Let's get it. and y'all coordinate, orchestrate with who gonna pass it to who. And, you know, sometimes you can make it work, but people still just have to remember, man, like, it's you know, they humans.
And you know what? I'm gonna share one experience, and this is a little bit embarrassing for me. You know, I was in Atlanta, and I was at one of those little high-end restaurants or whatever. I was so mad I can't even remember the name. And I saw one of the housewives. Okay, now I wanted to approach her, you know, about a clothing line, you know, someone had, you know, that I believe she would have liked. So I'm a protocol person. So I went. I asked, you know, one of her associates. I said, "Hey, listen, you know, is it okay if I speak to her? I'm gonna go on and say her name. Her name is Mimi, Mimi Lee. I was trying to say hi to Mimi, and when I tell you, how ignored I was, she was like, I said, you know, just let her know I want to say hi. So the lady went over there and told her. She said, I just want to say bye. I don't want to, you know. And I was just like, not from Detroit. Okay, I'm from Detroit. So, you know, that, you know, regardless of the fact, you know, I just feel like things can be done decent and in order. But even when it's not, you have to take that and go. You know what I'm saying? Yes, was it embarrassing because it was done in front of quite a few people. But you just, and I did talk a little junk on my way back, you know, leaving. I ain't gonna lie, I did talk a little junk, like, who she think she is, you know. But, you know, I still understood that some people don't want to be bothered, and that's that. You know what I'm
And you
saying?
gotta just
So
take it in and just take it and go with that. That's it.
we ain't gotta call the shade room. We ain't gotta call
For
baller
what?
alert. We ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying?
For
Like,
what?
we gotta videotape it and blow it out of proportion. So just take your L
For
and
what?
leave.
That's it.
All right. I'm not gonna wear you out with too many questions because I see other people have questions as well. Okay, but I do want to ask you about. Wait, I want to know, how do you feel when you start seeing these headlines about certain things? Like, what crosses your mind? Like, this nigga. Like, do you feel
It
like,
depends on what you're talking about.
okay, let's mention Boosie.
So you gotta understand me. And if you notice, I talk more about what's going on in everyday life versus celebrities.
Yes, and I'm gonna get into that too.
So I might see some stuff that make me be like, oh, okay, let me, like, I talk about stuff when I talk about celebrity incidents and things like that, typically I'm coming from a different direction than most people.
Yeah.
You know, like even with the Boosie situation, like my position wasn't Boosie a bad dad, Boosie fucked up, Boosie need to go to jail. Like, because I personally didn't think he felt like he did anything wrong, even though
Right.
in the eyes of many, to some, it was wrong, but it wasn't to bash him. You dig what I'm
Right.
saying? But again, you know, it's just a matter of perspective and opinion. But when I see certain headlines, it just depends on what it is that I see that, you know, makes me decide to speak on it. But then even with that, I still keep in mind, you know, that I am out here. You know, I move in these circles. I'm around these people, you know,
Right.
and can be around people at any given time. And I'm like that with people I don't like. It has, if you really notice, like I got away from, even if I'm talking about strangers, I kind
Uh-huh.
of got away from like brash delivery when I'm talking about people, unless it's just something
Right.
really egregious, because
Right.
I don't like having picks. I like talking to and talking about everybody pretty much on an even keel. So
Okay.
I'm gonna talk to somebody 6'5" that's out of pocket. The same way I'm gonna talk to somebody that's 5'2" that's out of pocket.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna bark on him, you know what I mean, but then meow with him. I don't have no picks. So I try to pretty much, you know, dialogue on a unbiased scale.
So let me ask you this. Now, when people, and I'm gonna say just all genres of people, when they see the different things that transition in what they believe is the Black community. Okay. They see our headlines on different things and they see how we respond. Do you think that plays a big effect in how society and how other cultures define us or feel how they need to handle and treat us? And maybe this is some of the reasons as to why they feel the audacity to approach us in the manner that they do.
You mean based on the headlines that they see?
Well, yeah, from everything, you know, Black on Black crime, women being provocative,
You see, here's what people
different.
got to realize. The stuff that we see is not stuff that just started.
Right, right, right.
You know, it's two things. One, the things that we see are not things that just started. People have been provocative. Men been deadbeats, some of them. Women been hoes, some of them. They've been prostitutes, some of them. You know what I mean? Niggas been drug. Like, the stuff that we see on social media didn't just start.
Right.
Right? You just get to see it.
Right.
So I tell people all the time, social media just gave you a bird's eye view to be able to judge it. It's been going on.
Right.
And then the other part of that is, if you're not careful and all you watch is social media, you'll have the wrong perception about real life. See, some people only get information, news, updates, current events. They only get it from social media.
Right.
They're not really living real life. They're not really moving around in and out of the city, in and out of the country. They're not being around white people with money, other people with money, business people.
Right.
Like so if you don't go outside the realms of what you used to, you'll look at life from one way.
Right.
And then you'll let social media make you think the world is so much worse than what it really is.
Right.
This is why you have to, and this is why I live life and I make judgments based on experiences. This is why I can say all cops, not bad cops. I've been in the streets since I was 17.
Right.
I done had police interaction my whole life. I done been chased by the police with a gun, a big one, and didn't get beat up. I done had police interaction where I done been arrested with a gun on me and didn't get beat up, didn't get disrespected. And I'm not saying that times haven't changed or things haven't been intensified, but I be trying to warn people against tricking you out of your spot and tricking you out of your common sense. Because a lot of times, although we see these videos, you never know where they originate from. Everything is done for a reason. We're easily incited as a people. We're very emotional. We're very passionate. So a lot of times, passion and emotion supersedes common sense and thinking. So you'll get somebody that'll see all of these videos on Instagram with the police and how they treat people, right? Then they have their own interaction with the police. And instead of dealing with the police in that moment, based on how the police
their
are dealing with
situation,
them, they deal with the police based on what they don't remember
the broader
that they saw.
Right.
And that's when they go bad.
Yeah.
So you got to be able to know how to take social media, the events and things that you see, be outraged and be enraged. But at the same time, you got to realize and recognize, if you ever find yourself in that position, you can't deal with it based on what you saw happen with somebody else, because you're not that person, and this is not that police officer.
Right. And you know what? That is so, so absolutely needed. That's so needed to say because, you know, everyone want, I get it. I get it. You know, I can't say that I've had my run in, you know, with the law other than just random tickets and stuff, you know, but
Now
it
I had
does
my
make it,
run-ins and run-offs.
and you know what? It does, but, and for me, I'm not going to say when I got pulled over at night in the suburbs and it was just me and it was a
Uh-huh.
white officer, and I didn't know, he wouldn't tell me why I was being pulled over. It
Uh-huh.
did make me afraid. I actually called the police while he was, you know, talking to me and everything. I said, well, why won't you tell me about, you know, why you're stopping me? He's like, after you give me your information. I'm like, well, can you let me know why you're stopping me? So I called the police right then and there. So, I mean, it does make you a little afraid because when you hear about the Sandras and you hear about, you know, just a lot of different things, it can impart fear,
Right.
and that's not how I choose to live my life. You know, one, I'm governed by God, and that's that. And so I try to be careful of what I watch on social media. I take heed to the things that I know are going on, but I still govern myself according to my situation and my life and my walk and what's going on. And I think that's what you've been trying to convey to people.
Exactly.
Let do you do you with what you have and what you have going on. So, but in though you're saying this, although you're saying this and saying, hey, listen, everybody, you know, don't take what you see and apply it to everyday life as your life. I don't think that other ethnicities get that memo. How can we convey? What do you think we can do to help with the image, with the reputation of what they believe black people
We
are?
can't
They're
do shit.
individuals.
We can't do nothing. We're not in control of what they think. We're not in. Hold on for a second. Hold on for a second.
He said we can't do nothing.
Yeah, we can't do nothing about what they think. It don't matter what we do. It don't matter. Once a person has a perception about you, and that's the perception that they want, that's the perception they're gonna go with. You can't really
But
change. You can't change what somebody else sees in you, or you can't change how someone sees you. It
but
doesn't
why
matter
can't?
how you conduct yourself. If that person don't want to see you as positive, it doesn't. It doesn't matter what you do. That person doesn't want to see you as successful. Like, people are only gonna see you for how they want to see you, and that's
Is
not your
there?
response. And it's not your concern. It's not your responsibility what they
Do
see
you
in you.
do you think maybe we should stop trying to be seen as a group,
What do you mean?
at, like as the black community, like, because it's like we're all, it's like we state that, hey, we're black, we have this struggle, we are alike, we think alike. So the moment that somebody in our culture does something, we get the blame.
Well,
So is it because of our lack of individualism, or
no,
is
I
it
think that's something figuratively that we do in our culture because we're a unit in our eyes.
right,
In our eyes, we are a unit.
by
However,
by default,
I mean, some
by
of us
force?
not by default, some of us by choice. Some of us just feel like we are brothers and sisters, you know,
I
in our
agree.
culture. Some people just feel like that, right? But when when it comes down to the whole we factor, that's figurative. But
Mm.
you're allowed to separate yourself from when they say, when somebody say, man, we got to do better. You allowed to separate yourself from, well, I'm not into that, so we ain't got to do shit. I don't do that. But you know, you can separate yourself from the weed if you want to. You can separate yourself from the weed.
You know what? It almost sounds like, you know, it's like it's almost dang if you do, dang if you don't, you know, because, you know, you love, there's so many different things that I love about black people and love about black women and black men. I mean, I see more good than bad, to be honest. And regardless of whatever everyone has as their life choices, I'm still able to see that good.
This is what we got
But
to
then
stop
what,
doing. Pardon me for cutting you off.
that's okay.
We got to stop thinking that the things that we do, we're the only ones that do it. See,
Right,
black people got this thing where we
right,
think we the only ones that don't stick together. We think we the only ones that hate on each other. We think we the only ones that kill our own race. We think we the only ones that do. Every race does this stuff.
right. So, I
Granted,
mean,
you have different ethnicities that are customarily known for certain things based on their culture. You know, it's just
so this
certain
is
things.
just an ongoing battle.
It's just
This
certain,
is just gonna on.
but it doesn't see. It's only a battle if you allow yourself to be attached to it. If people live more as in, despite the we factor, you still an individual. Live as one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but you can put up a post that's positive. I
Mm-hmm.
can put up a post that's positive on my page
Okay.
and say something inspiring.
Okay.
Somebody gonna go in those comments and say, "Yeah, but it only gonna work if us." Yeah, but it ain't gonna work unless they. We don't need that part, homie. We don't need that part. We just need the part where we said what to do. We didn't need the it's only going, but what if, and if they don't do this, then this is we not on that part. That's not the part we highlighting.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
we have to understand that no matter how much we're viewed as a unit, we still individuals. But people have to know that first and foremost. That's why I tell people, you know, they always talking about men this, men that, men, and you throw men in a box. And I tell them, I think for myself, when y'all talk about men, I remove the N. I do me.
Right.
I'm not,
Right.
I can't be thrown in a box with, yeah, because black men this and black men that. You can always, I don't care who it is and what you're talking about, black men, black women, black children, you still got to throw the word some. When you're talking about white people, you got to use the word
Exactly.
some.
Exactly. Exactly.
When you're talking about a whole group of people, you have to use the word some. You can't just put one thing on a whole race of people based on the actions of some. You always got to remove that. And you know, when people, sometimes people just rather have issues than not. I don't know what be going on in their minds. I don't know.
How do you handle this? Now, I mean, as a man of wisdom, you're all, from my perspective, I just always see you on the brighter side of fears, as they once got it. You know, you're always still optimistic regardless. How do you handle it seems like you were built for this. So how do you handle it?
Because
Knowing all of this.
it's easy to be negative. That's the space most people want to be in because they want to gossip. They want to talk heavy. They want to. I ain't got time for that shit. Like, I live real life. I live real street life. I live real prison life. Like most stuff that people want to be mad about, they don't even have to be mad about it. It's not that deep. So when it comes to me and dealing with negativity or finding the brighter side of something, it's not even necessarily finding the brighter side. I know it's more than one side to this shit. It's another side to it.
Right, right.
And I'm not afraid to go on the other side and see what's happening. Hold on. Okay. My son can come to me with a busted mouth. I'm still going to ask him what happened before I snap.
Right.
We still going to go wiggle. Even though we're going to do the damn thing, I still want to know what happened.
Right.
Because guess what? After we finish shaking, I need to be able to know what type of dialogue I need to have with my child.
Exactly. So it sounds like to me,
I'm
you
a
think
communicator.
before you act. You think, you talk about it. You want to know the details. You want to know what you're getting into before you get into it. And most people just tend to react.
Because you can make a decision in 30 seconds that's going to cost you 30 years.
And I've seen it.
You can make a decision in 30 seconds that's going to cost you 30 years.
Yeah. Yeah. So for your listeners, your viewers, as far as the age bracket, do you think maybe like 19 or younger on?
What do you mean?
Your viewers, your supporters, the age bracket. What do you think it starts at for you?
Oh, I can tell you right now. I can look at my analytics and tell you.
You better go ahead and look at your analytics, okay?
Yeah, I can tell you right now. My age, my demographic is.
Somebody just said they're 14.
I got.
And I see y'all posts. I see y'all posts. I see y'all comments. Get
My
your
demographic starts. My demographic is from 18 to 65.
Okay. And I know that you've once stated that, you know, a lot of young men have reached out to you, you know, via messages telling you how thankful they are for you and the balance that you help provide them in their own lives because they didn't have fathers and they didn't have, you know, the wisdom. And you've been that support system, which is one of the reasons that when it was time for you to go live, you felt the need to do it every day, that you had to put that out there because the people needed you. You didn't do this for your own shine, your own whatever, but you did it because of the needs of the people, and you wanted to support that need. You wanted to help that need.
Yeah, no question. That's real talk.
And you know, a lot of people are like, well, I can't save the world, but you don't have that type of spirit. You have that. Listen,
Because
I'll
it's
give
not
you what I
about saving the
have.
world. People are not satisfied with what they're capable of doing. I'm satisfied with what I do.
Paralyzer 5. Guess what? If you don't like it, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What's wrong? What happened with Paralyzer 5?
You know, just, you know, this is called a conversation. Don't say you know, he's talking about I talk too much or whatever. You can go.
Help
Trust.
them out. Put them, hit the hide them shit. Get them out of here. Like, you ain't gotta go.
Oh, you can do that?
Click on his name, and it's gonna pop up, and it's gonna show you where you can hide them from the conversation.
Boom, 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 boom. You better still schooling.
Yeah, whenever they don't want to talk about what you talk about on your page, just open the door and excuse them.
I love you.
Yeah, I excuse them all the time. I kick them out all the time.
Okay, I mean, come on.
But you have to be. People have to know how to be satisfied with their contribution. When people say, "Oh, I can't do this or that because my platform ain't big enough, I ain't got enough followers," I tell them it don't matter. If you talk to one person and that one person make a different decision in life that made their life better because of what you said to them, you did your part.
Right.
Be satisfied with that. But people like to have recognition. People want recognition. They want to be noticed and celebrated for what they do. And don't get me wrong, everybody wants to, you know, be patted on the back for, you know, for their good deeds.
Appreciate it.
Exactly, appreciate it. But you also have to be satisfied with not being seen. You have to be satisfied with what you did that nobody knew about. And that's what I'm comfortable at. I'm comfortable with.
That was quick. It was quick.
No, your hour was.
I know. Yeah, I saw that. But we back live and popping. So go ahead. Go ahead and continue.
No, I'm just finishing my thought. But you know, you just have to be happy and satisfied with what your contribution is. And if more people were satisfied with what they did do versus what they want people to see them for doing, they will feel more validated. They will feel more, excuse me, they'll feel more accomplished in what they're doing.
And I know you have a thing about, you know, think it's called D-writing. I try
Yeah.
not to curse. You know, and I think a lot of, you know, when I see people when they're doing their good deeds, and you're not really supposed to, you know, talk about your alms and stuff, but when people are doing their good deeds, they really want to be, sometimes I think people do it because they want others to maybe network with them. You're right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. You know, I think others, they want others to network with them, or they really doing it like, see, look, I am a good guy. You know, I really don't know which is which. I mean, because sometimes if people really don't know that you're doing well, they don't know, or that you are helping, that you are a giver, they may not be as prone to support you. So how do you think people can find that balance, you know, without seeming like they're doing it for the clout, but still, you know, keeping it, you know, letting people know, highlighting what they're doing without making it seem as if they're doing it for recognition, or there is no way.
When it's genuine, you ain't got to do nothing.
Mm.
When it's genuine, you don't got to make it seem. And when you're genuine, you ain't got to figure out, damn, how I'm going to do this and it don't seem like I'm doing it for clout. How I'm going to do it so it don't seem like I'm doing it for money.
You better.
You ain't got to do
You
all that.
better.
When you're genuine, you're genuine. And people that real recognize real, that's a real statement. I've never came on Instagram and the preceding thought was, damn, how I'm going to do this so people don't think I go in here and do what I do. Who like it, who don't.
Right.
I don't got time to be trying to figure out how to say it so it'll look like this and how it'll look like that and gotta make it feel this way and I ain't got time for that. Either you understand it or you don't.
So what do you do to keep yourself grounded in this business besides drink water and mind your business?
That's all I do. See, I was who I was before social media. I've been this guy. I've been genuine. I've been solid. I've been stand up. I've been loyal. I've been caring. I've been giving. I've been him. That's why this shit flows so easy. You understand me? That's why so many people gravitate. Anybody that know me, nationally and internationally, if you ask about me, 8.5 times out of 10, you're going to get the same answer about me. I'm the same dude, no matter what room I'm in, no matter who's around me. I don't care if I'm on here with y'all. I'm with my friends. I'm with strangers. I'm at Puff House. I'm with Meek backstage. I'm the same dude everywhere I go. I don't change faces. I don't change faces.
I
don't change faces. So I don't have time. So I don't have to go through trying to figure out how I'm gonna do something so it'll look this way and it'll look. I don't got time for that shit. That's when you not genuine. That's fake. When you got to try to figure that out.
Right.
And I'm cool with knowing that everybody not gonna like me. They're gonna find something. They're gonna find something not to like you about. I got people that will go on my page and the only thing they could come up with is, yeah, I hear what you're saying and you be talking that talk, but why you always got on a TMT hat? Why you always got a toothpick? Mind you, these be men asking these questions.
Why is that even your
Don't even try to figure it out, because I don't.
You know what my godfather told me once? He said, don't try to make sense of nonsense.
You can't.
Yeah.
My question is, why is you a grown-ass man wondering what's in my mouth? And you you insecure enough and corny enough and lame enough to ask in front of all these people.
I'd be thinking like some of these people are really young. I just think that I think they're either in high school, something.
Some of them do not be young. Some of them don't have nothing else to criticize. So they just gonna find a way to be critical.
So, since you did mention TNT, how did you link up with Floyd?
I met Floyd because Floyd was following my Instagram. Floyd was following the page. He was watching the videos, and I put up a video one day that he liked.
Okay.
That resonated with him, and he told his assistant that he wanted to meet me. Not knowing his assistant already knew me. So once we met, I went to his 40th birthday party in LA. That was our first time meeting.
Okay.
And from that day to this one, that's been my dog. That was February 2017.
Wow. You know
that's how it started.
You know what? I know once you mentioned about, there's certain things that I know a lot of people, not a lot. Well, I know there's quite a few people who are trying to break into the entertainment industry. They're trying to rub shoulders and everybody, and because there's benefits in it. It's obvious. Okay, there's some benefits in being in the entertainment industry. But one of the main things that you mentioned that separates you from a lot of other people is that it is your authenticity. It is the trueness to who you are as a man, as a person, that has navigated you through your doors. It's being who you are and being true to that. And so many people feel like they have to transform, they have to do this and do that. When you're in this glam life, all you need people. That's why even with this quarantine stuff, people are gravitating to the old school music. They're gravitating to those who have substance in their music. Because you need that when you're going through tough times. So when these celebrities are going through tough times, they don't need a yes person. They need somebody who's going to say, hey, iron sharpens iron.
No,
and
but
I
some
think
of
that's
them
what you
need
bring
yes
to their...
people. Some of them need that. Some of them want that. Some of them prefer that. Because, again, they human. Some of them insecure. But you can't be nobody other than you. Like, I don't care how hard you try. You can't be nobody but you.
So if you fake, you just gonna be fake. If you real,
can't. Who you gonna be
be
besides? Who else are you gonna be besides yourself?
Right.
I don't care how hard you try.
I want y'all to get y'all questions together because I see y'all throwing them out there. Do y'all know how to put the questions in the question box?
Yeah, because I got 15 minutes.
Y'all heard it, 15 minutes. Okay? I'm enjoying you.
I got 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. I just said I'm enjoying you. That's all. Shoot. Oh, if you're not enjoying yourself, sir.
I'm having a ball. I could do this all night, but I'm not.
Listen. I'm with you because I'm a little hungry. Okay?
Yeah.
I need to fix something to eat.
Shanice said he either has to eat or pray. Shanice, I got to do both.
Hey. So if you have your questions, get them ready. I'm looking at them. Go ahead and send them right now. Let me ask you, out of all the people, they're sending them in now, so come on, send your questions in. Out of all the people that you have worked with, is there anybody that you want to work with that you haven't?
Work with in what capacity?
In any capacity, or that you would like to, to pick their brain or, just to rock with in general.
Everybody that I wanted to meet, I've met. And the last person, like one of the people that I always said, damn, I met him recently, and that was Master P.
How was that?
It was dope. P like us. Somebody said Hove. I met Hove already.
Okay.
But
so,
go ahead.
What do you have going on right now? I know that you promote a lot of different brands. You're supportive of a lot of different businesses, different T-shirt lines, hat lines, of course, and of course the Drink Your Water. what do you have in store? What's on your plate? What do you have
I
going
mean, well,
on
this
right now?
drink, this is mine.
Right. Right.
This is
Okay.
mine. This
So
is
they want to get
mine.
that.
This my. We're working. We're working on this. We're working on this. It's more tedious than I expected. So I don't. You know, I talk about it, but I don't because you know it's a process. You know, like my man Emery Jones said, greatness is a process.
Uh-huh.
But you know, I'm partners with James Lindsay, the owner of Rap Snacks and the
Okay.
icon Rap Icon Noodles. This is my business partner with this. You know,
Okay. Where
the
can they get it?
podcast is going into production. Um,
Okay.
uh, my book is done.
Yes. And
We
you are
getting
on
ready
tour
for
too.
publishing of the book. The book is completed. Like the merchandising is being put together now. Like all the things that you know people are looking for from me.
Mm-hmm.
It's they're all in the making.
So if someone wanted to get your water, where can they get it from?
They can't get it yet,
Okay, somebody
but
said you need a toothpick
when it's
line.
ready, hopefully it's gonna be everywhere.
Okay, Thuggin said you need a toothpick line too.
I just had a conversation about that with my branding team 2 weeks ago. I
I,
got to
I
figure that out too.
I'll try it. I just have to know how to steady it because that's talent. To have a whole, I used to see people with cigarettes. They can have a whole conversation just is dangling. You know,
Yeah,
that's
we
skills.
it's yeah it come with the habit. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
we got a couple of questions, but I want to get some water from you, and I want to purchase some water from you, and I want to give it out to a few people here.
No, when the water ready, y'all gonna know. When it's in production and when it's out of production, y'all. I promise you, y'all gonna know.
Well, hit me up because I want to do a giveaway on my page. So let me know so I can get a case from you, and I want to give it out. Okay.
No
So we
problem.
got a couple. We got a couple of questions. Okay, here we go.
What's up, Fox Rocks? Her husband stay with a toothpick. Tell your husband I said what's up. Oh, Qua, what's up? Is there anything you regret? The only thing I can say I regret in life is cheating on my wife when I was married.
Hmm. Why
I
do you
regret
regret it?
cheating. I regret cheating on my wife because us breaking up caused me not to be able to grow up with my son in the same house with me. So when we got divorced, you know, my son had to grow up in the house without me.
Mm.
I was still in my son's life, but if I regret anything in life, I regret cheating on my wife.
Were you young?
I was 27.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
You want me to leave it alone? I can leave it alone, or
Now it's cool, but that's one of that's my life regret.
so as you know, as a man or as a person who has made certain mistakes or that particular type of mistake, you know, do you think that it does something to the woman that you deal with? You know, the woman involved. Like, do you feel that if she changes, do you feel any accountability towards that?
What do you mean? Say that again.
Well, you know, when men cheat, like you said, you regret because of the relationship with your son. Well, I know some women they change, you know, when they go through those type of things. Did you feel any accountability towards that change if she did change?
Um, what's up, Nisi? No, see, my son's mom is super solid.
Okay.
So
I would
me
expect nothing
cheating,
else.
me cheating didn't change her. Like, you know, you know, yeah, that's my regret, man. Like years after we was divorced, you know, she was remarried. You know what I mean? And I remember one day I went to her job to give her some money for my son, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I told her, I'm like, yo, you know, I never apologized to you, you know, for fucking up the marriage, right? So, you know, I told her, I was like, you know, I owe you an apology. Like, she was already remarried and everything at this point, but I never apologized to her. So when I apologized, she was like, you know, well, you know, I owe you an apology. And I'm like, what you owe me an apology for? She was like, because I ain't fight for you. And I'm like, God damn, like that's the type of woman she is. Like, that's who I co-parent with. So that's the type
I would
of woman.
expect nothing else.
That's the type of woman. That's the type of woman I was married to. So, you know, when she said that, I'm like, well, God damn, what I'm supposed to say to that?
That's
So
real.
it just, you know, so, and that's what, at 52, that's what can make me regret what I did at 27, 28, 29, because now hindsight being 2020, when a woman that you cheated on, a woman that saw you with another woman, a woman that still came to you and was like, yo, are you still gonna keep doing this? Like, what you, and you like, yeah, and then she divorced you and still can tell you, right,
I'm sorry.
I owe you an apology because
Right.
I ain't fight for you. I let it go too easy. When you look back on that, that's when you know you had somebody that loved you unconditionally.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, Quad said, yeah. Like, see, when I was, this is why I don't, like, with guys, I get it with the lying and not owning shit, but for me, it's a little different because when I didn't get caught cheating. You understand me? I'm the one that told I said I was cheating. I said, this is what I got going on.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? I went to the, like, look, I'm fucked up. Like, I done fucked around and did this, that, and the third, and
You were honest.
this is where I'm at with it. Fast forward, even when it came down to, you know, the divorce, I was in prison. And she came to visit me and she asked me, like, yo, when you come home, are you still gonna be doing X, Y, and Z? I'm on a visit now. You know, nigga in jail, that's the most vulnerable place in the world.
Right.
I sat right there and looked her right in her face and told her, yeah, I'm still going to keep doing the same thing when I come home. And that's
Most
how we
guys would
got
be like, no, baby, it's me and you. It's the, you know.
Nah.
That's, you want that guy.
I don't play with people's emotions. I'm not going to lie to, I'm not, like, that's why so many, like, women know me. Like, women that know me, they know, I'm going to tell you up front, like, I want more than one. It's not just going to be you. Like,
Truth
I'm not
hurts
going to
you.
rob you of your right to refusal of my shit. Like, I'm going to let you know what you're dealing with. Like, I just think it's only right. But that's just me, though. So when I hear dudes talk about how much of a real nigga they are, and this, like, how real are you?
Right.
You follow what I'm saying? So, you know.
If you gotta lie to get it.
I mean, and even with that, I had to stop that, though. With the, you know, you ain't going to be the only one. I had to stop telling women that.
Why? What happened?
Because it's not good, you know, even if they like you a lot, even if they want to be with you, you know, if you tell them up front, like off the rip, like, yeah, I'm fucking with you, I like you, but, you know, you ain't going to be the only one. They might like you, but when they feelings start to go too far, they're going to pull back because it's like, hold on, this dude done already told me he ain't going, I'm not going to be the only one. So if a mind frame is not on that, you know, you're going to strike out at some point.
Do you lose respect for a woman that agrees to that?
No, I lose respect for somebody that's not true to who they are. If I tell a woman I'm not gonna have only just her, and she go with that, and she stand on that, and we move like that, I'm not gonna lose respect for her. I'm gonna lose respect for her if she say okay and then act different later.
Okay. 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 All right. Well, we got some more questions. They hitting us. But you know what? When it comes to relationships, I know men are now taking on the policy of being honest and straightforward, but I know most women, I think if they do agree to that, I think they might try to go into competition mode. Have you experienced that?
Say that again.
Do they get competitive? Have you noticed that women, if they agree to it, that they start getting competitive, like, oh, I'm better than your other, whatever, whatever.
I mean, I've had situations where they say that and then they wasn't really built like that.
Right,
I mean, I
right.
haven't had too many of those type of situations, but
Have you, Shabazz?
I've had people sign up. I've had people sign up and then wasn't, wasn't built like that.
I guess they like, oh, it's Shabazz, it's once in a lifetime situation. Yeah, I agree.
Now they're gonna say what needs to be said in the beginning to it get real when
Right.
they realize I'm for real.
Like, you thought this was a game?
When they realize I don't care how you can swing off the chandelier, you can turn it upside down, smack it, flip it, rub it. I told you wasn't gonna be the only one.
Okay, they asked this question a few times, so I guess they really, really want to know.
Do I like Tupac?
Yeah.
Of course. I cried when Tupac died. I remember where I
Okay.
was at and what I was doing.
Okay. So
Yeah, I like
that person
Tupac.
asked that quite a bit. Okay.
Next question.
Here we go. I don't know if that's kind of like snitching or.
No, that ain't snitching. Yeah, I don't
Okay.
witness the shooting. And I don't orchestrated a couple too, so don't play with me.
I gotta keep it PG-13. My mama might watch it. Wait a
Yeah, I don't orchestrated a few too. Watch your step.
Oh.
What happened to the
pull-up?
What happened to the pull-up? Just hold tight.
Hey,
Nothing happened to it. That's the name of my podcast.
Okay.
It's closer than you think, Qua. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Because you know what, you did a tour. You were going to different colleges and different schools and everything. And how was that experience for you?
Super dope.
Yeah.
I can't wait to do it again. I hope I'm able to in this new normal we got. But like that was one of the best experiences.
So you got the podcast. You're coming out with the book. Can you tell us a little bit about the book?
I can tell you the name of it.
Okay. All right.
The title of the book is Flip Your Life.
Flip Your Life.
Yeah, that's the name of the book.
That's going to be a good read. That's going to be a good read right there, especially coming from you.
Yeah, the name of the book is Flip Your Life.
Okay. We got some more questions here. We already answered this question earlier a little bit, but if you want.
Well, what made me start the page, I started the page just doing what everybody else was doing, just entertainment, posting memes, pictures. That's how the page started. But what you're witnessing now, this part of the page happened, after Meek reposted one of my videos, and then the page just grew fire. And then I realized the more time went on, the more it became a place of responsibility.
What prompted you to start the book, to Flip Your Life? Because you saw these Negroes need help.
No, not even. I was supposed to write. See, I was in prison back in 98, 99. I was supposed to write the book when I was in jail. Never did it.
Okay.
So then it's like one day I was like, yo, you never go ahead, write the book, see what happened. And I'm like, and then when I started, I'm like, yo, this is kind of interesting.
So So you've had time to marinate, had time to tweak some things, and develop some things in your experience.
Yeah,
Changed.
for sure.
Okay.
Jay, what's up, Jay? I see you. I'm just now seeing you, but what's up, Jay? Yeah, you know, so once I realized, I started writing it, I'm like, damn, dog, you done lived a pretty cool life.
Oh, so when can we expect it to come out?
Can't tell you. Sooner than you think.
Well, y'all notice he gonna keep us updated. Let's see if we have any more questions. Okay, it's a lot of these Tupac stuff. Okay, he likes Tupac. I'm not gonna keep posting that.
T-Rail,
Okay,
what up?
do you have questions on your end?
Me?
I mean, like, did people send you messages
Oh,
with
nah,
questions
I
and
don't
stuff?
see.
So
No,
that little question
they're
mark
not
box.
sending them to me. They sending them to you.
Okay. Okay, cool. All right. Okay. If you have any more questions, we have a few. I think we surpassed our 15 minutes, but I'm
It's
sure you'll
cool. If you
take
got a
about.
couple more questions, I'll thug it out with you.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I did see. So hold on. Let me see. I have some that make sense. Hold on. 'Cause some of these
Yeah, I'll
I
take
gotta
3
find.
more.
What makes a perfect marriage, or is there such especially in the Black community?
A perfect marriage?
Yeah.
Whether it's a marriage or a relationship, what has to take place in order for it to be successful? No such thing as perfect. But for the
Mhm.
opportunity as a successful relationship or a marriage between two people, I believe it's security in both people. Knowing who you are and understanding what you bring to the relationship. Knowing that if this person loses you, they're losing something. Knowing that this person is not more than you in the relationship. Knowing that you bring substance to the relationship, like you're important to the relationship. So if both people feel like they're important, if both people feel like, no, I'm not going to allow you to mistreat me. I'm not going to allow you to make me feel like you're the superior one in this relationship. I'm not going to allow you to make me feel like I'm less than you. If both people are honest, confident, and secure, whereas if I screw up, she not going to take my shit. Yo, dog, oh, that's how you feel? All right, cool, I'm gone. And mean it. And understand that I can go on without you and replace you because I'm the shit. Like, don't get it
Right.
twisted. I don't have to stay here with you and be mistreated. You know, I get to the money. I look good. I smell good. I dress good. I'm a good person. I'm a good human being. Like, if you fuck this up, you gotta deal with that. I'm gone. If both people feel like that, if both people feel like they got something to lose, ain't nobody going nowhere.
So you think that's the only thing that should keep people together is the benefit of being
It's
with
not even,
somebody?
that's not a benefit. That's reality. It ain't about love. See, people get to talking about, but the love and the fuck all that. Love, fuck love. Fuck love.
Why?
Fuck.
Why?
Listen, if you got love and no respect, you don't have nothing.
Right. I agree
I'd
on
rather
that.
be respected than be loved. That love shit with no respect, you got nothing. Don't love me and don't respect me. Because you can respect me and don't. You can love me.
And not
Or so I'm
respect me.
sorry. No, you can respect me and don't love me, but you can't love me and don't respect me.
Right. Right.
Yes, I'm not with all that. I'm love. Like like all of that. You got my heart. No, I got my heart. And you not getting it. This mine. I need this motherfucker. I need it. I can't be giving it to you and loaning it to you and letting you do what the hell you want to do with it and take it and bring it back when you feel. I know. I need it. So the heart is mine. It stays with me. I need the heart.
Have you had your heart broken?
Every woman I ever loved broke it. Yeah.
What?
Every
Come
woman
on,
that
now.
I've ever loved broke the motherfucker. That's why I had to start keeping it to myself.
See, I noticed that when a lot of people say certain things, that it comes from a place of
But it's
that.
not. But what I'm saying doesn't come from a place of being brokenhearted. See, when you get your heart broke, you can either keep getting your heart broken, you can wake up and be real and understand the mistakes. The mistake is you can't keep allowing yourself to give people more than they give you in return. So when your
Right.
heart is involved and you in all, I'm in love and none of that, you start doing shit for people that they're not doing for you because you're too busy showing them how solid you are. You're so busy showing them how down you are. You're so busy showing them how much you're going to do. And then you don't never give them an opportunity to reciprocate. So next thing you know,
Because you're too busy giving.
and you're down by 20. You're
I've
down
gone
by
through
20 and it ain't but 30 seconds left on the clock. You're going to lose this game.
I've gone through that.
So when it comes, so I had to learn that.
Mm.
I had to
I mean, I
learn
can't.
that. So now, will I love? Absolutely. I'm not going to not love. I'm not going to not love. Like, I'm going to love. Because that's what makes me be the protector that I am. That's what makes me think on behalf of me and my significant other. That's what makes me want mines to be okay. That's what makes me want to make sure mines feel safe. That's the love.
Yeah.
But all of that, you got my heart, I'm so in love shit to the point that you lose yourself and you done gave yourself away and you done got lost. And now this person got all of them and they got all of you.
And
Hell
somebody else.
No, sir. No. Can't fuck with that.
I don't even date anymore.
I mean, I ain't gonna say don't date.
I just can't.
Listen.
I know, just personally for me, I just don't. You know, for myself, you know, first of all, it takes me a long time to really even be interested in someone. And
you ain't met the right one.
I don't think I have.
You ain't met the right one. That's all that is.
Different. I'm so.
You ain't that different. You still a human being and you're a woman. You ain't met the right one.
What I'm saying is that it's really kind of challenging for me to date because of the things that I'm into and what I like. So to find a man who respects that, or
what you into and what you like.
I don't think I want to put all that out there. It's fine. I just, you know, I don't watch TV. I don't care about all the stuff going on. I'm all into business. I love work. I love to work. So for me, that's fun.
But what are you into? You say, what are you into and what do you like?
Other than, I mean, honestly, if anybody knows me, I just like to work. I love God and I'm simple. That's all I like.
All you like is God and work.
And music.
God, work and music.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Gospel music?
All music. You hear what's playing?
All right, so you like God, work, and music.
Yeah.
So why you don't got your man in the church then?
I don't like church guys. Because you know what? I'm a mixture. So I love hip hop music. I love all types of genres of music. So I have my hip hop side. I like the hood.
Time out.
Yeah, go ahead. Here we go.
Time out. Time out.
Here we go. You know we've had this conversation before. Oh, he done flipped the hat. He done flipped the hat around.
Time out.
Somebody said I'm gonna wake her up, bro. What? Somebody said we gotta get her a drug dealer.
Cause that's what I'm about to say. There you go, Qua.
She need a gangster.
Cause if you like all you like is God, work
and music,
that means you spend a lot of time worshiping God, right?
I talk about him often.
Do you worship him? Do you worship? Are you
in my heart? Always, yes.
So why don't you deal with a man that's in the same realm of thinking as that?
Well, you didn't say in the same realm of thinking. You said you should get a church guy.
So you don't go to church. But I'm talking about the church guy that love God. You don't go to church?
So I grew up in the church. My mother's a gospel singer.
Do you go to church?
Not as often as I should.
No, it ain't not as you should. It ain't no as you should.
I don't have anything against church. I do go to church. I go to church. Am I
you go to
regular?
church.
No.
So you don't really go to church a lot, but the church guy do. The only difference is y'all think the same, y'all got the same belief. He just go in the building sometimes, and sometimes you go in the building sometimes, and he go a little bit more than you. What's the difference?
Somebody just the ADB versus the world said is she likes strong men and not soft men. That is true.
Okay, every woman like a strong man. It's strong men in the church.
No.
Listen, every woman. I'm not talking about women who like simps. I'm not talking about women who want somebody to push. I'm talking about real women.
Okay.
Real women like strong men. I know women that's getting major bread, that's getting plenty money, more money than a man. But if he is a strong man, a man that's 2 feet, 10 toes down solid, she loves that. So women, strong, like real women, like strong men. So are you saying churchmen not strong?
Churchmen, the ones that I've encountered, and I've been, I've been to Gospel Music Worship of America. I grew up in it, so I've seen a lot of different church people, churchmen. And what I've noticed about churchmen is that they live a life of duality. They live a life of duality. And I mean, they know how to go through all the functions of, God and everything. But truthfully, that's not where their heart is. It's something that they do. It's something that they know. They're not street guys. They're church guys. And that's their church guys. But are they men of God?
But see, but see, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about authenticity. See, if they're not being authentic, we're having a different conversation.
And hold on, but I've known guys in the hood who have more of a sincere love for God than those that I've known who've been in church.
But you know why?
They probably need them more.
No, not even. They being true to who they are.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying to you. This is why I say you got to make. Sometimes it's about your choices as women. Sometimes about the choices. Just because the dude is in the church don't make him good. Just because the dude is in the street don't make him bad. So when you talk about, and I'm gonna get to your question, go hard, Ali. When you say I'm gonna be by myself, because church guys, this is church guys, that you might need you a hat to the back type Timberland boot wearing type of dude.
My thing is, the reason I say I don't, it's not that I don't date because I'm opposed to dating. It's more or less that I know what type of woman I am. I spend time with myself. I know what I like, and I know what I'm interested in, and I know me. And to know that, to meet someone who can respect and honor me in the way that I want to be honored and respected, I just haven't come across that yet. I don't know if that's in my immediate surrounding. I'm not saying it's not out there. I'm just saying as of yet, I just choose not to entertain a lot of different, hey, oh, you cute, or you da-da-da-da. That's nice. But what do you have? Who are you? I want someone who has.
So this is what you gotta do. You're gonna stay single. You're gonna stay single, real rap. You're gonna stay single as long as you got as long as your aura is what you doing, what you bringing, what type of dude are you?
Oh no, that is not. I'm not doing that, and I'm not interviewing them. I'm not.
No. I'm not saying interviewing.
Interrogating. I'm not.
No, not verbally.
Checklist.
No, not verbally. That's your demeanor. So what I'm saying is, as long as you got that demeanor, you can't be. You're not welcoming. You're not going to give them. You're not allowing somebody to come in and just show you what type of dude they are. Off the rip, you already got them on bullshit. From the beginning, they full of shit already. So your approach is you full of shit until proven otherwise. That's what your thing is. You full of shit until you prove to me that you not full of shit.
No, I don't, Foxrock.
You don't have a optimistic overview. You don't have a, okay, let's see what, no, you full of shit, and then you're going to be critiquing every move a man make, and then as soon as he color outside the lines once, oh, see, I know what I told you, so I'm done. Fuck out of here, beat it. You don't got no optimism right now. Yeah, you don't got no optimism, but that's cool.
I do. Listen, no, and I don't want it to be left with that label. So it's not that most of what you said is true. You know, I do have a filter. However, I'm very open to love. I'm very open to all of it. I am, but I do believe there's one for me, and not three. Like, no, we're good for 4 years and we're good for 6 years over here. We're good for 2 babies in a year. I'm talking about one that you love me, flaws and all, because that's how I'm going to love. I'm going to love you if you broke, if you got it, if you don't, because you're not going to stay in that situation for long with me. Because I'm going to motivate you. I'm going to help you. If my man wants to start a business, baby, I'm writing a proposal. If you need a secretary, thank you for calling John's Business. This is Lady J speaking. I got you.
Yeah, but you gotta be open. But you saying that, but you're not open to that yet.
I'm open to it because I am open to it, but I protect it as well because it's not for everybody.
No, but you don't know who it's for. You ain't gonna know unless you put the open for business sign on the door. You got the building. Sign. You got the building. The building is there. The building got doors and windows. But on the door, the sign say open and the door locked. The sign says open for business, but the damn door locked.
Well, make a video on how I can probably be a little bit more welcoming, okay? Because I'm telling you, my DMs is dry.
I'm trying to tell you, unlock the door.
How do you do that? How do I unlock the door?
You just turn the thing, and the door be unlocked.
He gonna say, "Oh, she's closed. Let's set her up for a date." I'm not. Let's get to these questions because they lit.
Listen,
we done opened up Pandora's box.
I want to answer Ali's question because Ali wanted to know what makes a strong man and what makes a weak man. It's very simple. Okay. A strong man is a man that's secure. A weak man is one who's not. A strong man is one who is secure. A strong man is not intimidated by his woman having more money than him, better credit than him, a faster car than his, what his homies got. A strong man is secure with who he is, embraces who he is, and spends his life being better the next day than he was the day before. That's what a strong man is. A weak man is the man that don't know that won't embrace that. A weak man is the one that's trying to be something that he can't be. A weak man is the one that's jealous of his woman. A weak man is the one that's competing with his woman.
Yes.
A weak man is the one that feel like, he got to belittle his woman in order to make himself feel good. That's what a weak man is. What's up, Tiffany? So that's the difference between a weak man and a strong man.
Shut up. and that to me was a very, very good depiction of what that is.
Yeah, so
I need here. I got you some more. Hold on. Okay.
Salma, what's up, baby? Yeah, so that's the difference between the weak and strong. Have you ever been through any dramatic stuff as a child? Nas, what are you? This Nas is 14 years old. That's who's asking me these questions. What do you mean dramatic, Nas? When I was 6, I killed my hamster. When I was 6 years old, I killed my hamster.
Mistaken manager. You say you got a good.
Oh, that's Jay. Yeah, Jay will send you some action. Yeah, Jay, send us some action.
Go. You need my opinion. What is it, Go Hard? What would you like to know?
He wanted your opinion on what makes a strong man or a weak man.
Oh. To me, a strong man is one who holds their own. Basically, everything that Shabazz said. A man that holds his own, one who's certain of who he is, one who follows God, loves God, one who can admit when he's wrong. So that's why I was so impressed when Shabazz, even years later, came back to make that atonement. And that to me is a very strong man to say, hey, listen, I messed up, even though it may not come right away. But to have that knowledge and try to fix it, that to me is a strong man, a man who's humble. When he doesn't have to be, or when he can choose not to be. A weak man is one who hides behind things, who lets other people do stuff for him, who takes the credit for other people, who wants someone, who always complains, wants somebody to, or just makes excuses, plays that victim role. Everyone needs help, but he's comfortable in that. He's okay just to lay in that, and he doesn't see anything wrong with it. That to me is weakness. And if you get the answers and you can't say, I don't know, you gave me the answers, but I still don't know how to apply it. And you just act like, okay, I'm gonna just figure it out and just act like I know. That to me is weakness. If you don't know, say it. Be honest enough to say, hey, I don't get it. Can you break it down to me 10 more times?
Yeah, whatever it is.
And that's it. That's it to me. Here, we got some more. Okay.
Do you still have the t-shirts, drink water and mind your business? Sharnice, my sister got the shirts. My sister got the drink water, mind your business shirts. What's the next question, Jay?
I got you.
Have you thought about coming out with a book, just giving game to young people? Well, in addition to my book, I do have, there's an audio that I'm doing. There's an audio that I'm doing that's going to be, that can be directed towards any age, and it's a spinoff of the book. The book is called Flip Your Life. The audio, in this particular audio, would be the 6 steps to flipping your life. So it's not a book for the youngins, but it's a tutorial that they'll be able to relate to.
Okay. Okay, so I think that's it. Somebody else put a link in there. I don't think I want to post it. I guess they want you to see a link. You want to see this link?
Oh, I can't do nothing with it. Tell them to DM it to me. Oh, it's a YouTube link.
Taco_box.
Yeah.
Link to them, okay? Awesome. Okay, well, those are all the questions that I have on my end.
All right, cool.
I love this. This was great. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I sat here for 2 hours with you.
Hey, thank you. Hey. I appreciate it so much. It's such an honor to have this experience with you, and you share your knowledge and all of your wisdom, and helping us and letting us know what you have going on, because we need more people like you. You are essential. You are one of the essential ones, and I pray God's blessings all over you. And I'm going to be sending you a care package for joining me tonight.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. Before I go, when a father is wanting to be in his child's life, but the mother is not allowing it to happen, what should a father do? Take her ass to court like she would do you. Take her ass straight to court. Don't hesitate. Take her ass straight to court.
We can't ask why.
I don't care why. Take her straight to court. If you're trying to see
Thank
your
you.
child and she won't let you, take her ass to court. The same thing she would do to you.
I'm gonna have to ask more questions.
I ain't
Why
asking
she
nothing.
That's
Just the
because you're
fact
speaking
alone,
from a man,
just the fact
authenticity of a
alone that a
father.
man wants to know why he can't see. If the man want to see his child, I don't care what's going on, and she won't let it. Take her ass to court.
I'm gonna sip my virgin daiquiri on that
Yeah,
one.
take her to court. Let the court find out what's going on, and then come back and let me know. But first move is go to court.
And won't there it is.
Teach your ass a lesson.
I feel a little something in that.
No, because women do it to men all the time, and then when men be trying to be good dads, and you got some women that stand in the way, dudes be feeling helpless. They don't realize they got parental rights too.
Yeah.
So that's where that's coming from.
Yeah.
Take her ass to court. Let her see how it feel. Yeah.
And there you have it.
Yeah, that's that. So I appreciate you for having me.
Oh, it has been my absolute pleasure. And I like I said, you know, you have done so much in our community, in the Black community, for young women and young men, and just keeping the peace amongst the drama. So thank you for doing your stewardship in this business. Okay.
No question.
Thank
That's what
you.
I'm here for. I'm here to do what I do.
And you saw them right here, Perspectives After Dark. That's all it is, just giving us a different perspective on these things that we deal with in life.
For sure. Pumpkin, what's up, baby? Yeah, that's what it is. So holla at me, Jay. I gotta round my students up. You know, I brought my live over. We came on
Thank you guys.
Yeah, I took my live on a class trip.
Hey,
so now everybody line up. Okay,
line
pimp.
Up.
Everybody line up at the door. You know, don't forget to hold your partner. Everybody hold hands. We're going back to the school bus to go back to our school now.
All right, switch it out. Love y'all.
Yeah, it's a field. I had to take my class on a field trip to a new page.
Hey, we got like a little trip every now and then.
Yeah, they don't eat all. Yeah, we ain't got no snacks. Y'all ate the snacks on the way here. Y'all going home now.
And we appreciate this so much. I appreciate it so much. Thank you.
It's all good, Jay. Have a good night. I appreciate you.
You too, Shabazz.
All right, take
See you
it
later.
easy. Go on.
All right.